Hey guys, Brian with Section 17. So excited to be talking with David Feeley, Strength and Conditioning Director here at Duke Football. It is going to be a great time. Can't wait to look forward to speaking with him and hearing what he has to say about Duke's program where we're at.
How did you get in here? What are you doing?
What? I thought we were talking.
You're not even dressed ready to work out.
God, this might not be good. Guys, all jokes aside, I'm inside the Yo Center, and we're going to have a great episode today. Why do you ask? Well, you saw the teaser. Simply put, we're talking with the man himself. He's a friend of the pod. He loves coming on, and we're going to get to know how things are going with the team so far. Of course, I'm talking about, as I call him, the mad scientist, Director of Sports Performance, David Feeley. We're right outside the locker room. Let's go in, have some fun, talk with Coach. All right, guys, you know we had to talk to the man himself, and Coach, we love having conversations with you. First off, thanks for letting us get a sneak peek, I guess you could say, of your operations, because not a lot of people get to see this, but we're about a month away from the season as of this recording. Kind of give us an idea of where the team is at collectively when it comes to off-season workouts.
We are wrapping up our summer. Actually, it's a really fun time because now they say, they can say to themselves, we just put in all this work for all these weeks and all these hours, and it's to prepare for themselves to have a great camp, and that's what's going to prepare them for a great season.
What's been the biggest difference from beginning to end with off-season workouts? Because obviously you've got transfers coming in, you've got incoming freshmen. What is the biggest hurdle for them to overcome coming from high school, coming from a different program into your program in off-season workouts?
Well, the number one thing that Coach Diaz wanted was a family atmosphere. And whenever you have new players that come in, whether it's a freshman or a transfer, they're all coming from different experiences and they're not part of the Duke way yet, but they get here and then they're a Blue Devil. So you've got to train them up on, this is our culture. This is how we lift when guys are going to hit a new max. This is the atmosphere that we want. When it's Brunch Bells on the weekend, this is the family atmosphere that we're creating and eating and hanging out, listening to either oldies or old funk music or whatnot. And, or like little ping pong competitions or golf competitions or something, just to have fun. And really, Coach Diaz, the big word for him is connection, and that's what we're working on every single day. And the faster they feel connected is the faster they'll keep up with everybody else.
One thing that I noticed as we were walking around getting an idea of the weight room and how you guys operate during the off season, the records board. A lot of records have been broken since you came on. Are there any records that you still see up there from time ago that you want to see broken during your time here at Duke?
Every one of them. Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy. Some of them I've seen 21 years running. I mean, that shows you how some of the guys that have come in the past have set the benchmark for your guys to beat. Do your guys look at those records and go, Coach, I'm going to beat that before the season starts?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How many records have been broken so far this summer?
7. Yep.
What was the most impressive?
I would say Nick Dalmolin and Jeremiah Hazley both breaking the clean record on the same day, and then they had tied and they both asked to go up, and I said absolutely not. So Dalmolin, he better enjoy it while it lasts. I think that's going down in the winter.
You were talking about Brunch Bells earlier when we were talking. Did you incorporate that in your past tenures at other schools, or was this something that you brought to Duke and just started?
No, it was one other school right before I got here, and then coming here right away. We kind of knew where the program was as far as like a family atmosphere, or maybe it was looking for a little stronger one, and then just said, listen, we've got the recipe for it every Saturday. Let's go.
How much buy-in have you had from when you first started at Duke to now?
I think it's just kind of rolled into like, hey, this is pretty cool, and it's a place where they can all come together, because at the end of the day, families are made two ways, through tough times and spending time at the dinner table or the breakfast table together. they go through plenty of hard stuff through the week, and then now it's a time to, you know, walk in with your shirts untucked and have some fun and just get to, you know, they break each other's chops pretty good in here too. It gets pretty good.
Do you bring your kids to that? I think I've seen your kids in the
Yeah. Every staff member can bring their kids in here.
Okay, so it's kind of like bring your kid to work day when it comes to Brunch Bells.
Oh yeah, my son runs amok in his place. They love it. They sang happy birthday to him. He had 45 guys sing happy birthday to him one morning. That's pretty wild.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So another thing that Duke fans really enjoy is your theme workouts. Last year it was the WWE theme, which the Section 17 guys loved. And then you took it a step further and did the superhero workouts this year. I believe I saw Spider-Man, Wolverine, Deadpool, Black Panther, who am I forget? Captain America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. It looked like there were teams. Were there teams of superheroes?
Oh yeah.
Who won?
Team Hulk.
Team Hulk won.
Team Hulk won.
So with the superhero workouts, was it just one Olympic lift? Was it all the Olympic lifts? What exactly was it?
It was just the back squat.
Just the back squat.
Yep.
Or any of the records broken during superhero workouts?
Yeah, Nick Morris broke the linebacker record. He broke his. So he broke the record last year, and he re-broke it again this year.
Was he Captain America?
He was.
He was wearing the Captain America head.
He wore the mask the whole. That was the best part.
I loved it. Fantastic. So talking about it's one thing, but Duke fans, just for you, I'm going to go through a back squat with Coach Feeley. He's going to give me the right direction to make sure I don't throw anything out. I don't hurt anything. My pants don't rip. So Coach, why don't you go ahead and guide me through a back squat as we were talking about the superhero workout.
Okay, great. Yeah, let's do it. So safety is the #1 priority anytime that you're lifting. So what we'll do is we'll make sure that the hand setup happens first. So depending on how broad your shoulders are, how big you are, and shoulder mobility, we'll tell the lifter either put your pinky or middle finger on the line. You'll take the bar underneath, top shelf, lift it up with both feet. What we don't want to do is split, because that's how some guys can hurt their low backs on one side. You come up, 1, 2, 3. Toes are slightly out. Right before we go lift the bar or squat it, we take a big breath in, and we want to breathe low. We don't want to breathe high, because if our back is tight and our abs aren't tight or filled with air for compression, we're going to have a big problem. So it's like your spine is like a pressurized cylinder. Big breath in, knees are out. Now you're pulling the bar, you're trying to bend it over your back. You don't want loose elbows. Breathe out on the way up, and then we'll walk it in. What we're going to do is we're going to take a band, double it up, and we're going to put it around our knees. You lift it up just like you put on a pair of pants.
Okay.
And on the way down, you'll push the band out, because you'll see that on every video. All of our guys wear them.
Yep.
And that's exactly why. All right, I got this from a physical therapist years ago. So let's put this on right here, right now. Let's go.
Again, Duke fans, this is just for you. I don't do this for everyone. All right, bands are in, up to my knees. So we're good.
That's exactly right. Okay, let's get on the bar.
All right, you said
Pinkies on the line. Yep, right there. All right, now, right on the top shelf, you are even.
Okay.
Firm grip, we never want to be loose. Yep.
Okay.
All right, stand up with the bar. One step back with the right, out wide with the left, wide with the right.
I did 4, so
You did 4.
I'm
Yeah,
already getting yelled at. So.
That's okay. Okay, big breath in. Nice and slow. Push the knees out, get your butt back, chest up. Knees are wider, knees are wide. There we go.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yep, now stand on up.
All right.
All right, now I know we're in shorts, but we got to get lower.
All
Let's
right.
go. Need big air. Good. Knees wide. Knees are wide.
Oh boy.
Stand on up. All right, can we get one more?
One more for you, Coach. Let's
Okay,
go.
here we go. Big air. Bend the bar right over your back. Squeeze with the hands. These are wider. Chest is up, and stand right up. Good. All right, now we're gonna walk it in nice and firm. Keep grabbing the bar, hit the rack, and then back down.
All right.
Now we just need 500 more pounds.
Oh man, I am already dead. This tells you how out of shape I am. No, that was good, because there are folks that are going to be watching this video that work out who might not have the best form. And this, while not that big of an instrument, helped me out in those 3 without weight, because I can feel the areas that need improvement in my back.
You should see our guys coach each other up when that band is not being pushed out well.
Yeah.
Our guys are phenomenal about keeping each other safe and pushing each other. It's quite a sight.
Well, I appreciate you walking us through this, because again, seeing it just in a video is one thing, but going through it like I just did, only 3 reps, I'm sweating already. But I really appreciate the walkthrough with that, Coach.
Awesome.
So one other thing that fans love to see is the transformation of players. Obviously, when you came in 2022 with the old coaching staff, a lot of players went through a lot of transformations. And one that stood out to us was Graham Barton. From where he started to where he ended with Duke, now at Tampa Bay, by the way, so go Bucks. The transformation process, what exactly do you look for when it comes to the transformation? Is there a certain, I guess, body weight fat? Is there a certain look you're looking for? Is there something the players tell you that they want when they come in?
So what you need to do when the player first walks in the door is you have to assess them physically. So every player that comes in here, they'll get ran through a physical therapist exam. How well do they bend? How mobile are they? Can they stabilize their own body weight? And if they can master these things, great. If not, then they're telling you without words exactly what's wrong with them. So when you do that, you have to identify, okay, one shoulder can rotate more than the other. All right, well, the other one needs to get caught up to speed. After that, now you're looking at what kind of lifting are they going to be doing. So if you're not affecting the central nervous system, then you're not going to build fast twitch explosive muscles.
Right.
And there's a lot of Olympic style lifting that we do with the big time heavy weights that we do lift. We have certain rep ranges that we stick into. We don't really go past, we like to live in the 4 to 6 range on the big heavy stuff, 1 to 3 with the Olympic stuff. And then for our hypertrophy work, we'll go a little bit higher. Our repetition count will be a little bit higher, and that's like last in the workout. But then, if a guy comes in and his shoulders are a little bit rounded forward just by, like Graham was a little bit, he looked kind of like this a little bit. He had more back and posterior delt work to do than almost anybody. And he was awesome. He fixed it right away. And a guy that came in right away that put on a ton of great muscle was VJ Anthony his whole first year. This guy was an animal. We had to throw him out of the weight room. He was doing extra shoulder and back work 2 to 3 times a week on top of what we were already doing.
So heading into this season, who has had, I guess, the biggest transformation so far this offseason that you've seen?
Well, the rookies that came in January, so if you look at Kyron Condell, he's up 20 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Which is really just a testament to him of all right, I'm too thin to play at this level. I've got to gain weight. And he is literally up 20 pounds. The guy that's up 22 pounds is Derek Brown Jr. So Derek comes in at 204, now is at 226, and he's running over 21 miles an hour.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's the whole, are they going to get slower if they get bigger? No, just go shake hands with Derek. And if you look at Chandler Rivers, and you'll see this coming out soon, he'll probably tweet it, but because we'll get him the pictures. His first day picture to now is exactly Duke football's transformation for a player. Like, it's not like, what can we do for you? What are we going to do for you? What you'll see Chandler Rivers day one to look like Spider-Man attacked his arms with as many veins, looks like cobwebs all over the place. It is a sight to see. Nicky Dalmolin is incredible. He was 222 the first day that I saw him, and now he's 241. He can run over 22 miles an hour, and his back is chiseled up.
Chandler, don't let us down. We're looking for that tweet to come out soon. We got to talk about what's on your finger. Folks, this is the 2023 Birmingham Bowl ring.
That's it, baby.
So walk us through who designed the ring, what's on it. I'm seeing Wallace Wade Stadium on the side. Is there a certain number of diamonds or gems on there? Talk us through who created the ring.
I think it was a collective effort from what I'm told.
Okay.
But that ring is not possible without the senior leadership and the captains from last year. That was such a crazy time for everybody. The locker room kept that whole thing going. The coaches, I thought they did a great job while they were here, with meetings and keeping the team together and whatnot. But the locker room always knows what it needs. They always know who's in charge, how things are going, how things need to improve. The locker room knows everything. And our captains, our senior leadership last year they were absolutely phenomenal. They kept the ship steady, and they pushed right at the right time in the bowl game. And these up and coming seniors. They are doing it their way. It is really cool to see. Like every team is like its own entity. Like there's no two teams alike. The 2022 team was not the same as the 2023 team, and this year's it's going to be completely different again. But the way that like Jordan Moore and Aaron Hall and Trey Freeman and even Chandler Rivers, he's got another year left. But like these guys, they are pushing the envelope really hard. It's really awesome to see.
Is there a certain score to a certain game etched in the ring anywhere? Clemson fans, I hope you're watching.
No, there's not. It's just the bowl game score, and then that's it.
Had to ask. Well, Coach, again, we really appreciate your time coming on, talking with us. We're looking forward to seeing all the players and what they bring to the table for the 2024 season. Anything to say to the fans before we sign off?
Listen, just thank you for all your support. Keep supporting the players. They are working incredibly hard here. It is such a cool environment to be a Duke Blue Devil, and we hope to see you opening night.